can take advantage of this particular market space. And how you yourself can take advantage of this particular market space. All right? And all you need to do is to pay close attention. Now, if you look at this, like I said, in crypto market, there is two major seasons. And that we call it the up and down seasons. Now, when we have the up seasons in this particular space, it has to do with markets going up. That is a place where you see BTC from $40,000 or $48,000 last year, which was 2024, surging to $126,000 in 2025. We call it in another name. We call it bull run. You see BNB from $150 to $1,000 something dollars, about $1,300 to $200 thereabout, right? And where you see a lot of coins doing magic. There are coins that did 1,000%. There are coins that did 2,000% and so on. And it's not over yet. Because one thing with this market is that is why sometimes most people do not understand how this market behaves. And the reason we always on this training is to bring you information to start to take chances and take opportunities as they come. Because we are not staying on the fence either. Now, when you look at this particular place, you find out that in bull market, you have the market doing over. You have the market doing over. You have the market going up, and you see 100%, you see 50%, you see, you see 500%, you see 4,000%, and there are so many of that in bull market. But let me shock you. When we have the downtrend, which is what we call the bear market, it is also a wonderful opportunity as well to take advantage of this market. It's also a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of this market. And I'm going to show you that the most aggressive profit we make in this particular space usually comes from a declined market. Now, look at this. From a bear market, look at this. Most people believe that when markets start to go down, is a time to avoid the market space. And I call this set of people the ignorant people in trading. Why? Because they don't understand how this environment functions. But one thing you should understand is simple. That those of us who you see showing profit 247, making waves and orders, and that is what we try to communicate to our community, and a lot have started already to take advantage of it, is the ability to make the highest profit in the bear market. In the bear market. Meaning that when the market shines red, is an opportunity to make more money. And this also tells you that when people are avoiding the market, that is where the most opportunity lies. Of course, you can see. If you look at this particular profit up here, you can see it's divided between long and short. Now, what is a long? Long trade means when market is going up. Now, short trade means bear market, when market is going down. Now, there is what we call temporal bear market, and there's what we call temporal bull market. So a situation where you see today, this market can be from here. Let me show you. It can be from this particular 86,000. This particular 86,000, and tomorrow you see it at $115,000. It is called temporal bull market. Now, temporal, but those who understand the game has actually made their money and they are watching. So when others are afraid, before you enter the market, the players have already made their money. And that is the benefit of this training. That whatever you do, you should not lose sight on the magic that have the capacity to happen in this particular environment. And that's why when you look at this place, you can see that the most powerful profit delivered recently actually come on a bear market, which is on short trades. Now look at this. If you look at this place, you can see $3,810. Okay, today alone, it has done $1,928. Yesterday, market had a temporal uptrend. Look at what I'm explaining to you. And because of that, there was a minor loss of $104 because of the stop loss that was introduced in this particular account. And you can see the profit, $515. So you can see the total here, $409. And you can see $3,800. You can see $2,800. Are you following? So, and that is the beauty of it. All right. So all you needed to do is to understand. What? What am I saying? So just now, in the beginning of the training, the account has done $103,484. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Meaning that the training is still ongoing. We are still at the beginning of training, and over $1,000 are already made on a live session. This is exactly the things we are talking about, and I'm going to expose to you a lot of secret tonight. If this is your first time joining this training, I want you to know that what we are doing here is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I want to show you the potential of this market, and I'm going to help you understand how you can definitely make progress and make money even at your sleep using this particular robot. Now, let me show you something. If I click on this place, you will see how much that usually come into this market on daily basis. You can see here we have total volume daily over $180 billion. Now, these are the money, the liquidity that came into crypto space in each day. And that's why I told you, it is not about your individual feeling. It is as a result of what the market gives. And all you need to do is to position yourself to understand that this market have the capacity to turn anybody's life around. So when we show this kind of profit, people think, oh, you're just showing profit and all this and that. It is live, on a live session. On a live session. This is not magic. It is a business. The same crypto coin, and I'm going to show you how this particular robot closes this particular profit. And all you need to do is just understand how it works. Just look at this. So here you can see $72. You can see TRX. These are the coins, you know. You can see EGLD. You can see SVR. Now, this one closed on loss, but that is it. It's the same thing in the market. Sometimes you have it, but I want to show you how this robot closed on profit. So you understand that what we are doing here is not a magic. So, of course, you can see the one that closed on loss, but the profit made has overshadowed that particular little loss that you are seeing. And you can see how this robot delivered consistently on profit. And you can see them. You can see them. So this particular result you are seeing on the live session is happening live. When the robot reaches its take profit, it closes the profit and drop the profit for me. And the same thing I'm going to show you tonight. How you yourself can take profit seamlessly, without stress, without hustle. And let me show you. Now, if you're using this robot or you are just hearing about it for the first time, this is called uTrading robots, an artificial intelligence that have the capacity to trade in market space called cryptocurrency space. Meaning that these robots have the capacity to trade the bear market and also to trade the bull market. And do you know the most beautiful part of this is that in most robots that you are going to see out there, only trade the bull market. Why? The bull market is overhyped. Why? Because the bear market is hiding under fear. A lot of people exercise fear. And that is why I told you that if you look at the profit, you will definitely understand that the major profit comes from a bear market. Now look at this. You can see here, you can see 2,000, you can see 1,000, you can see, but look at this place. You can see $6,000 in a single day. You can see 4,700 in a single day. You can see 3,000 something. You can see 5,730 in a single day. All these things happen within 10 days. you have 5,000, you have 6,000, you have 3,000, you have 4,000. All of these things happen in 3 days. In less than 10 days, a business is a robot closing a profit of over $20,000 to $30,000 in 10 days. And the same business model is what I'm going to be showing you tonight. You see, the energy of this night's training is different because why? I don't understand how I'm going to be making, how I'm going to hit over $100,000 in this account, and the energy is going to be the same when I'm less than $100,000. And especially the account that I'm showing to you guys, because in some other accounts, when the result are shown, people are facing worked up. Like it's somehow unbelievable. But at least this is what you can relate to it. Why? Because so many of us saw me started this account on a zero. When I mean zero. And today, on a very live training, you see the account not just only crossing $100,000, but doing powerfully well tonight. All you need to do to actually use this robot is very simple. If you are in any group, maybe from the group you happen to access the link to join this particular training, and you have not registered and downloaded uTrading, you are just wasting time. Why? Because the season to make money is here. You see, we are approaching Ember month, the season, and this season demands a lot of money for so many persons. It is the right time to make money, to enjoy your Christmas Eve. But look at this. All you need to do is go to this particular group where you belong. You will see a link on how to register and download uTrading. How to register and download uTrading. All you need to do is to click on that link. It will take you to a place where you input your information and your parameters. And before you know what, and from there, you will download this application in your phone. And once you have downloaded the application in your phone, I want you to understand something. The business we do is very simple. Like I said, for some of us who might not understand or who have not understood what I said, this robot trades cryptocurrency for us. It means that you needed to download an exchange. An exchange and in this exchange, there are varieties of exchange because cryptocurrency is a global business. And because it's a global business, there are regions where one exchange can function well and the other exchange might not function very well there. So for that reason, you are given opportunity to have varieties of exchange that you can use to trade the crypto market. So once you have downloaded the exchange, the robot, you needed to download an exchange of your choice. Now, if I click on this place and I click on API Connect, it will show me the list of exchange that you can link to this particular robot. And the robot will trade for you in this exchange and they secure trade for you and they generate profit for you even when you are sleeping. So you can see the number one there is Bybit. Now, when I clicked on the place, you see the list of coins. Every coin there is a coin that is featuring in Bybit that is showcasing there. And the reason is because the robot only have trading permissions. And that is what we call the API. Now you can see Binance, and you can see BitGet, and you can see OKX, and you can see Bitmat, and you can see KuCoin. You can see Max, Get.io, HCS Global, Cranking Sports, Cranking Futures, Binance US, Bitfinex, BinkX. These are exchanges. For some of us in far distance Europe, you can use OKX. In some part of Europe, you can use BitGet. In some part of Europe, you can use KuCoin. You can use other exchanges like HTS Global and others. Then for some of us in America, there are places you can use the Binance US. There are places you can use Binance. And there are places you can use BitGet. And there are places you can use Bitmat. And so on, Max, and so on. For some of us in the far distance Asia, There are places you can use KuCoin. There are places you can use Cranky Sports. There are places you can use Bitfinex or BingX. So depending on the way you are listening to me from, depending on your location, is not a barrier for you not to have a good experience in trading space. But look at one beautiful thing about this. If you look at this exchange where it is listed, you will understand that this business, this robot, has what we call a decentralized nature in build-up. What is a decentralized project? A decentralized project is a project that is not in the hand of one person or in the hand of one exchange. Meaning that why so many persons have had bad experience in the past or might have gone wrong way, going into businesses that at the end of the day, their money is siphoned or taken from them, is because they were convinced to put all their eggs in one basket. But look at this robot. It is diverse in exchanges. And the good part of it is that the capital that you can choose to use to trade within this exchange with this robot stays in your own choice of exchange. And that is why the business have survived time, because it is operating on a decentralized nature, not on a centralized project that everything will have to be in one hand. But at this point, you call your shot. And that is the exact problem that we have succeeded in solving in trading community as a result of using this particular robot. That I can make such amount of money of over $100,000, and I'm not afraid that the money can disappear the next day. No. Why? Because the profit accumulates direct to my exchange. And that is the power of the robot. Now, and once you have downloaded the exchange, all you needed to do is to do a simple API binding. What is that API binding? Meaning that you are going to be the one to use your hand to authorize only trading permission. Only trading permission. And what do you do? If I click on this Bybit, it will bring me to this interface where it says quick authorize API permission. You see, you can click on the normal, on the authorization, and it will quickly generate and or connect you automatically. But let's assume maybe the server is not working well, maybe based on your location or your network issues or whatever. You can go through the normal, and I prefer the normal. You know why? Because I want to be the one to authorize those trading permission to make sure that I did not give permission that is not needed. There is no withdrawal permission. There is nothing. Only trading permission, meaning that the robot only have access in your exchange to trade the coin that you ask the robot to trade. That's why we can make money and we're confident about it. And what do you do? If you don't understand how to set up your API, all you need to do is to visit something that look like a wallet up here. If I click on it, it will bring me to this particular place where you will see, it will show you API tutorial. Because my own is already connected, it will not show. But once it's your own, you have not connected it, it will show you the tutorial, step-by-step guide on what to authorize. And we are simply authorizing your API and we are good to go. Now, what you have done and successfully connected your API, what are you here for? We are here to make money. And my joy is that this business is not limited to one person. You can see, out of $180 billion that came into the market under 24 hours, I only scratched little of $3,000. But do you know one thing? The $3,000 can go a long way for so many that is hearing my voice tonight. And that is why it is not actually small. But I want to show you that there is more to get. I want to help you understand that there is no limit to how much you can gain. And for you making $10,000 a day or $20,000 a day is not an excuse that someone else will not make money. No. Why? Because the crypto space is big enough to contain everybody. And all that you needed is simple, an understanding on how The experts are doing this. And I'm going to show you how you too can do the same tonight. Now, if I click on this place, once you have done successfully connecting your API, you needed to do one thing, which is also understanding different tools that is given to you to use and make money using this particular robot. Now, look at this. There are 4 arms of this business, of this particular robot, that is so effective and have the capacity to change life for you. And all you need is just a simple understanding. And that is why we have dedicated ourselves, time without numbers, lecturing, teaching, helping as many as possible to understand it, and a lot of testimonies are flowing in on a consistent basis. And look at this. If you look at this particular robot, you will see that there is what we call automated. That is number 1 arm of this particular business, of this particular robot, the automated setup. Now, in automated setup, it also means that this robot have the capacity to trade on autopilot. Meaning that when the market, when you don't understand what you're doing, or you know how to trade or how to do anything in this particular space, you can launch this robot on autopilot and the robot will do almost 100% of the work for you. In fact, 100%, because the only thing you are going to do is simple. Just activate 1 or 2 things, which if I come to this spot trading plan, which under the automated, you can trade the spots, you can trade the futures. Now, what is the spot trading? A spot trading is simply a moment where you buy a coin on a position, on a certain price action, and you expect to make profit on that particular coin once that particular coin appreciates in value. So meaning that on a spot trading, you don't make money except when the market goes up on a spot trading. And that is why I tell you that most robots out there only deal with spot trading. Why? Because a lot of people come into the environment of trading with so much fear. And the fear is accompanied with lack of knowledge. And that is why we don't just settle in making money alone. We also advance it by communicating the knowledge to as many as possible that's willing to understand the character that is needed to actually make the real money in this particular space. And of course, you can do that with ease. Now, you can trade the spot market, but the beautiful part of this is that even in the automated, you can trade the futures market, and the robot trades the futures market with so much precision that the indicators in this market under the futures is quite extraordinary. And that is why you can see the level of profit we are hitting on daily basis. Now, if you look at this place, if I click on this particular place, you see just a few ways of setting up the robot. Let me show you so you understand that trading in this particular 21st century is much more easier than what has ever been done in this particular space. Now, if I click on next, it will bring me to this interface where it allows me to click on next again, and it will bring me to this place where it allows me to choose my trading speed according to my capital. And once I choose it, I can now come here and do what? And determine my take profit, and also authorize just a few things. You can decide to follow stop loss, you put it on, and so on. You can decide to also follow the stop loss of recommendation of this particular robot, and you hit on launch. And once you hit on launch, you don't need to bother yourself again. What did you do? The robot will generate, or through the indicators, scan the market to find a coin that is in the position or heading in the direction that is capable of giving you profit. That is why you can see that I'm on a live training and I'm making money. What is more fulfilling than that? What is more fulfilling? Now, once you are done, you just click on launch and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. And that is the beautiful one of it, as it. Now, if I come back to this place, I will show you the second. Now, when you look at this particular automated, You can see under the features, which the features is showing running. Now, on this running, these are the profit history. Just in less than 20 days or thereabout, or in less than 30 days, now you can see this account has done over $53,000. And the fact, we are just getting started. And that is the beauty of the robot. So we have a robot that have the capacity to deal with this market, and you can see is under co-brain. And of course, the setup, the strategies on how to use this and make progress is already out there for you. Now, if I click on this particular place, you can see the second arm of this business is called the synchro trading. Do you know part of my joy on this live training is very simple? That is true, I made money over $3,000 tonight. But my joy is when I remember that as the profit was closing, that somebody somewhere is also closing on profit as well. As a result of the closing in my own exchange, it gives me joy. Why? Because using this particular robot, we have understood that even our community can copy our trade. What does that mean? It means a selfless trader. No, it doesn't take anything from me. No, you can mirror my trade, and that is the idea. You can mirror the trade of an expert that is leading you in this particular organization. And that is the good news about it. Meaning that you don't know anything. You don't know how to trade. You don't know how to set up. All you need is to subscribe to this robot on a synchro trading on how long you want to copy someone's trade or your leader's trade. And all you need to do is to understand how to do that. And once you copy, once a trade is closed up on our own end, your robot will also close on your own end as well. That is called synchro trading, meaning that you can copy your lead trader. And that is the power in this particular robot. And a lot is already on the ground cooking on how you can always achieve a powerful result. Now, if I click on this particular signal, you will see that you can copy a signal trade as well. You can trade signals as well. Now, what does it mean to trade signal? What it means is simple. That this robot, through the indicators in the market, now when I speak of indicators, it's simply a technology that is constantly using the algorithm recognized by this particular trend in movement to determine a particular direction of a coin at a particular time. And because of that, a hint is given to you almost at the same time or before that particular coin start to journey in that direction. Meaning that if you trade that particular coin on that direction, you definitely make money. Do you see how beautiful the business is? So there are so many options. And that is why we make money from this business in every angle. So as a new trader, as someone who is new, you can copy a trade. There are so many things today that is happening within us that have the capacity to put you on a better success road, on a better way of success. Now, when I click on this particular manual, this is the fourth arm of the business. The last but not the least, here is where you see 10 different robots packed in. And they are all self-explanatory, if I may say. Why? Because with the little guidelines and strategies that we're using, it is quite simple to set up the robot. It's not complex. It's quite simple. All you need is just pay attention to understand it. But look at this. You can use AI DCA Pro to trade the spot market. You can use AI DCA Pro to trade the futures market. You can use martingale spot. You can use martingale features. You can use AI DCA spot. You can use AI DCA features. You can use AI grid on spot. You can use AI dual grid on features. You can use DCA spot. You can use DCA features. All these robots, they are all unique in its own ways. And they're all built with so much dedication to give you the best of results you can think of in crypto space. And I can assure you, in fact, the builders of these robots dedicate their life in making this robot one of the best ever, that you may have a pleasant experience in crypto market space. Why? Because the money out there is out there for everybody. But guess what? It's majorly in the hands of those that have more better tools to approach the market. And that is why this robot is quietly dedicated for trading sake. That you may have every option, every robot that is well fortified to trade this market and make profit in any condition the market is facing. And of course, you see that while we journey to $126,000 of Bitcoin at the downtrend of $86,000, we have made more money than we have ever made in just 10 days. That is the understanding on how to use this robot. And all you need to do is to pay close attention. Sometimes people talk about result. But I'm going to also share with you one thing, one key that have the capacity to turn everything around. You have seen my result, fine and good. You have seen other people's testimonies. I saw the testimonies our coach posted day before yesterday or thereabout, and my mind was spinning. I said, guy, people are making, these are people who never knew that they can see. Like, I was so grateful because I know how I met our coach, Boss Gideon, online, and introducing me to this wonderful robot and his settings and strategies turned things around for me. And when I see other people's testimonies, I can quietly relate because I know where we are coming from. So you have to pay attention to how these things work. Now you can see all these robots, you can make use of them. There are settings, there are strategies that came from as a result of experience of, periods of trading, experience that was born out of result is already there for you. All you needed is just to understand it. All you needed is just to understand it. And you definitely perform magic with this account, with this robot. That's just it. And the question is this: how do you get to access this particular strategy? It's very, very simple and easy. It's very, very simple. But I want to show you one thing about this robot. Its ability to trade directional trades. Now, this directional trade, most of us might not understand why sometimes when we speak about this robot, we keep telling you the power of the robot. If you are listening to the sound of my voice and you have your robot and you have not been maximizing it well, you need to understand what we communicate to you and some of those videos you have in your hand. But look at this. We have tried every day. We keep experimenting on different robots in the market. And we have never seen anyone close to this. We have not seen anyone yet close to this. Do you know the magic here is that when we talk about directional trade, it means that whichever way the market heads to, you can make money. Do you understand that? Now, crypto market is not my father's business. Neither is it my personal business. No, it's an open market. But what we are talking about is that the market can either go up or it goes down. And the robot is built in such a way that you can trade directional trade under futures market. And that is the beauty of it. Meaning that once the market indicates long, you can long your trade and you make profit. The market indicates short, you can short your trade and make profit. When the market, you don't understand what is going on in the market, you can hedge the market. What is hedging the market? Using one stone to kill two birds. It means that, okay, I don't know where the market might be heading to, but I want to make money regardless of the direction. So you launch the trade and it picks two directions at the same time, long and short. So when the market is going short, the robot closes the one on profit and gives you profit. And when the market starts to go up, it closes the one on profit and gives you profit on a long trade as well. And let's assume you don't even know how to set it. You just want the robot to pick a single direction for you, either long or short. You just put it on indicator direction. And once you are done, the robot will quietly trade a coin that is going in that particular direction. And that is just beautiful. Now, how do you understand this setup? It's not difficult, but you needed knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is simply tapping into current of ideas that is not exposed to you in the first place. Meaning that because you don't know it, you are simply ignorant. And ignorance does not serve anyone in any market environment. Think about even in your village market, ignorance does not serve anyone there. And that is why we dedicate so much time and energy in communicating the value of what we believe has a key to your success. Now, all you needed to acquire this knowledge or this few understanding to be able to execute this trade using the strategies we provide, the experience we have had, is very simple. All you need is to make sure you are added to our private mentorship groups. Now, these private mentorship groups is valued more than anything you can think of. If you are in this community, you are not in the private mentorship, you have not started. Why? It is not just only on how to trade that you can learn on that particular place. You can also learn on different ways you can take advantage of the crypto market. And that is my joy. That when I look back to how much so far I have made in this environment, it does not even just only come from trading. Some of them came from just an idea. Some of them came from just a recommendation of a particular coin. And boom, things started to happen. It looks like magic. People think it's just like you are just being lucky. But I can assure you, it is something well understood. And anyone can have access to that. So how do you gain access to our inner group? It's very simple. All you needed is very, very simple something. You needed to activate your robot. Now, what is activation of robot in this particular exchange, in this particular robot? When you still look at this particular screen right now, you will see activate account. The robot uses what we call this, the uGas. uGas is simply a fuel that allows you to trade any particular coin at any particular time. So without the uGas, you cannot fuel that particular trade. So a percentage of a little uGas, the robot will execute the trade. And that's why all you needed is just simple, activate the uGas. Now you can see the one of $45. You can see the one of $95. You can see the one of $540. You can see the one of $1,700. You can see the one of $2,400. You can see the one of $3,750. You can see the one of $7,000. But look at this. I would advise you, if you want to get your uGas, don't go for the one of $45. Why? Because it's a test boat uGas. It is not for trading. And look at another significant reason. Is that this particular uGas and prices comes with what we call TVIP. Now, what is a TVIP? A TVIP is simply trading speed. Trading speed. And that is why when I show the Cobra, you will see different speed and different capacity. And of course, you know, this account is the least account I have and is trading on TVIP4, which means this is the least of the TVIP that I'm operating on, the one of 2,400. That is the speed it's operating on. Other accounts have speed 6, speed 5, and that is just it. But on this account, you can see TVIP4. So what am I trying to tell you? Your UGAS also contributes as well to, to the rapid growth of success you can have as well. But look at the most important part of this. When you get the gas of $95, you'll be added to our inner group mentorship. Inner group mentorship. This is a place where you have access to strategies that is accommodatable to that particular type of UGAS or speed level you have. And also you have access to other informations as well that will be coming to you in that particular group as well. But when you get the gas of 540, you will be added to the 10K group. Now, I was discussing something with my boss recently when I was trying to tell him that we needed to raise the bar of the 10K group, meaning that we needed to extend this group to either $50,000 group, no longer 10K, 50K group. And he said, guy, be coming down. He said, no, I know you are doing very well, but there are people that $10,000 in 30 days is actually a big amount of money for them. And I have to think about it again. I said, is that so? I said, but from my own point of view, I was thinking that that would also inspire people more to aim for higher ground. If you look at my position, I was also trying to help so many persons step up to that level as well. And I'm telling you, I have your interest at heart as well. But look at this. When you get the gas of 540, you'll be added to the 10K group, where you will assess strategies that is capable of helping you to achieve at least $10,000 in your next 30 days or within 30 days. It is possible. Anything is possible. You can see on this account, on a single day, I did over $6,000. But it doesn't happen every time anyway. But I can assure you, even in less than that 30 days, you can crush $10,000. And that is the possibility. So if you get a gas of 1,700, you will be added to the 10K group. But there is more to where you can access more higher knowledge as well. And that is called the End Traders Group. Very soon, you're going to be seeing massive results of the End Traders Group Batch 2. And when you look at this place, if you get a gas of 2,400, you will also be added in the 10K group. You will be added in the End Traders Group. And you will also be added in the Ditching Group. Now, what is a ditching group? A ditching group is a place where coins that are doing well, that you see, sometimes you can use $10, $20 to buy coin, and the coin will just pump. You can see $1,000 there. It's happening, or more. And you can take the chances as well and build your wealth. Then you can also get the gas of 3,750. You'll be added to the 10K group, End Traders Group, and so on. And of course, you can see the $7,000 group, the $7,000. And of course, you are going to do magic with this robot. So all you need to do is to get a higher CVIP, a higher TVIP, and you're on your way to success. Now, you want to do copy trading. You need what we call SVIP. Now, what is SVIP? SVIP is simply just like you guys that can actually uplift, upgrade the number of coins you can trade at a time. So also the SVIP gives you more room to copy more coins as well. And you can copy much more coins with higher SVIP. You can get the SVIP 4, you can get the SVIP 5. And once you are done doing that, you can copy our trade. What is the essence of copying the trade? It's simply that you want to follow our trade, that when we make money, you too will make money. It's just that simple. Right? It's just that simple. Then you can now take advantage of the End Traders Group. Now, look at this. I want to give you one expo tonight. That expo is that the End Traders Group is entering another level. You see, we are coming to the end of this year, and a lot is going to be happening between now till the ending of this year. The target is $100,000. Now, look at this. When we say $100,000, I want you to know that a lot of persons are already achieving much more than that already. But you need to pay attention. You see, the end traders group just concluded this night before this particular training, and massive value was dished out. But one thing I want to ask some of you is this: for some of us that are in that particular group, I see some persons where after the training of the end traders group, somebody will come to my DM and be telling me, I didn't know, I missed it. These are not the trainings that you can miss. You cannot miss it. That when you see a notification in the end traders group, you cannot miss it. Do you know how many persons that are there? It's few, because this type of level of society is not open to the public, because there are so many that are not willing, that doesn't want to make such kind of money. If I just scare them, you can't be missing that kind of a meeting. What am I saying? I mean, you should take it seriously, because a lot are flying. So how do you take advantage of this end traders group? You see, for you to qualify for the end traders group, you needed to get 1,700 UGAs. But you know, our boss reached out to these particular developers and asked them, my community as well can also benefit from this as well. Please, can you just introduce a bonus, or let's say a promo? And the enterers group, which is the CVIP 3, was brought down to 1,400. Meaning that instead of 1,700, you can use 1,400 to get the CVIP 3, and you are on your way to success. And all you need to do, so many of us are good at viewing other people's results. What I'm telling you is this: all you need is position yourself. This is Ember Month we're entering, and you cannot watch on the fence. And I'm telling you, see, crypto market is going to surprise everybody this period. You know, when people think that the whole thing has finished, that is when you see magic. But at every step of the way, we're going to be updating you one after the other. But at this point, I want to help you understand one thing. If you're not in the end traders group, I don't know what you are doing anyway, but I must tell you that you need to position yourself in every means possible that can help you to achieve greater success in this particular environment. And at this point, I'll be welcoming back my coach to actually round up this particular training for us, because it has been a wonderful outing tonight. And I believe there was value. You got value tonight. And if you got value, let me see your love emoji. Thank you so much. And my coach, if you are here with us, please, you can round up this.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chiwike. That was a wonderful session. I believe you all enjoyed that particular. Let me see those who enjoyed that session. That was a powerful session. Let me see those. If you enjoyed it, let me see. That was a wonderful, powerful session. All right. So right now, I believe you can hear me. If you enjoyed that training, please put up your love emoji. Just your love or fire emoji, please. Your love or fire emoji. Waiting for that. Put up your love or fire emoji. Oh, beautiful, amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me say this. This is just what I was going to be saying before. It's already late. The end traders group, if you are not part of the end traders group and you have up to CVIP 3, please do join. Do join. Something amazing is happening. And I see, as we're having this meeting, just immediately Mr. Chibike start, let me know if I can share this particular, if I can share the chat history between this guy. This is Mr. Ola. Mr. Ola is one of our students. I believe you guys must have seen his post several times in the group. When Mr. Ola was around 70,000, I think the last time he posted was when he was around 140,000. Mr. Ola today is around $458,000. That was a short video and screenshot he sent to me. I'm going to repost in the group. I'm going to report the chat. A member of the Traders group with CVIP 5. He has CVIP 5 right now and he has TVIP 6. Currently, Mr. Ola is done almost, okay, he didn't send this, but I'm still waiting for it, asking to send me his trading history as well. From the traders group is doing $458,000. A student in this platform, and you are still sleeping over it. $458,000. Well, he told me he's crossing over 500 before the year comes to an end, and I'm sure he's going to do that, because the last time I saw this account was around 300,000. Now he's around 458,000. So, guys, what I'm saying, I'm going to also be bringing him to some of you guys. We just finished Angela's training before this meeting started around 8 p.m. I'm going to be bringing Mr. Ola to talk to us as well and share his earnings and everything experience with us. So, guys, while we are doing this, we set a target for batch 2 members to achieve $100,000 in 3 months between September to December. I want to tell you that huge figures are possible even in 1 month. Somebody said, how can I join the copy trading? The copy trading is simple. It's just for you to, we're going to reshare the video. If you're in our group chat, we're going to reshare the general videos on how to join the copy trade in all the groups so you can join. So reach out to the admins. You have their contacts in WhatsApp or in our Telegram channel. We'll share their links. If you have CVIP3, tell them to add you to the traders group. And if you don't have CVIP3, but you have, and as well, if you have TVIP3 or especially TVIP4, make sure you are using the code brain to trade. Those who are doing the copy trading system are those with low, who don't have up to TVIP4 or maybe at least TVIP3, but TVIP4 more recommended. You can then do the copy trading system. But if you have TVIP4, please trade code brain directly. It's more profitable. The reason is because you cannot be able to take all our trades. Okay? Admins are standby right now. We're going to respond to you. They've been cautioned. Someone say admins are not responding. Trust me, if you chat them right now, they're going to respond to you. So, checking a few questions. Boss, have we entered the bear market? When you say bear market, when market is bearish, you enter the bear market. We are still trying to see November close, so I can be able to give you guys a conclusion on if we have literally entered the bear market or it's just a retracement. So we are waiting for a monthly candle. We are looking out for something. There is something we are expecting to happen. So regardless of the dump, I cannot be able to give you guys a conclusion right now if we have entered the bear market, of course. But regardless of the direction of the market right now, the robot is helping you to make money, and you are building money. You are making massive money. As you can see, whenever the market dumps massively, we make more money in a single day. So there was a day I did over $14,000 because market went so down, and that is it. So if market is going up rapidly or coming down rapidly, it gives us edge to make higher money. So guys, we're gonna be ending here tonight. There will be mentorship tomorrow. You guys know mentorship. I'm gonna be teaching something powerful. Make sure you are here by 9 p.m. tomorrow. It's gonna be mentorship. I said mentorship, meaning that I'm gonna be teaching you something new and something powerful. Okay.